Oh boy, it's time now once again for Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and continuing on with the Blue Beetle, but no Blue Beetle. Now we're down to the backup stories within the Blue Beetle comic book from way back when. A lot of comic books did that since they started out as anthologies anyway. And so even when they got a character would get its own individual titles, more times than not, there would be these backup stories that were other characters and whatnot, stuff like that. But so anyway, this brings us to Dr. Fung, Master Sleuth of the Orient. Well, it's an old comic, you know, by Arthur Dean. Really? I don't know. But hey, look who his sidekick is. It's some blonde white guy. Kind of looks like Doc Savage. I don't think it is, but probably a knockoff of him. They were looking at the Pulp magazine or something. Let's do a character like that. But he would just be the sidekick for Dr. Fung. So, how about that, huh? Anyway, Dr. Fung and his young assistant, Dan Barrister, so see, it's not Doc Savage, are once again on the trail of mystery and adventure. Lured by weird rumors, the wily Oriental sleuth, okay, and his American assistant have penetrated deep into the farthest reaches of the mysterious Gobi Desert. After days of weary travel, they reach a strange valley. I left Bodie with our wagons, Dr. Fung. Look, Dan, a forest between the crevice. Let's examine it. So they just took off and wandered around, and gee, I hope we find something. Okay. As they enter the petrified forest, a tall, weird figure emerges from his place of concealment, and with a strange gun, he aims. Yeah, I guess it's strange. I don't know. Seems like he would rest it on top of the branch, but that's his hiding place. Yeah. So anyway, there is no report from the gun. Only a heavy metal dart whirs through the foliage. The ever-alert Dr. Fung cautions Dan, who quickly sidesteps as the dart narrowly misses him. Wow, that's pretty fast. So anyway, meanwhile, from another part of the weird forest, inhuman figures shuffle forth in a stoled line from an ancient crumbling fortress, which is partly hidden by the dense growth. Okay, well, if you say so. All right. Doctor, this must be the very place we're looking for. Okay. It is the oasis of Li Wang. Look out, Dan. There's something moving in the bushes. Dan whirls and fires as a strange figure leaps at him. The bullet claims its victim. Well, I mean, maybe he was just falling forward, you know. But an instant later, others attack the struggling Dan. Dr. Fung disappears. Well, I'll leave it to you, Dan. You know, I'm an old man. Come on. Dan is soon overpowered and is led to an ancient fortress, yellowed by centuries of wind and sun. As they approach, an old drawbridge is lowered. An old drawbridge is lowered over a half-filled moat. This place must have been built during the Middle Ages. Why do you say that? I don't know. What happened to Dr. Fung? If you mean your... Oh, wait, you got the bubbles wrong. I mean, there he is. It's supposed to... Oh, good Lord. What happened to Dr. Fung? If you mean your companion, he escaped us. Follow me. Anyway, up crumbling steps and into a huge dark monastery. Well, okay. They walk. To whom are you taking me? To the chamber of my master, Li Wang. At the end of soldiers guard the walls from the inside. They walk with difficulty over the misshapen flagstones of the foliage-covered court. Oh, that was supposed to... Yeah, where the captions are in old comics. They still hadn't quite figured that out, but Anyway, at the end of a dark passage, Dan is led to a lofty chamber at the head of where sits a wizened old man on a throne. Oh, man, I didn't know you'd be taking a dump. You could have let us wait till he was done. Master Wang, I bring you a prisoner. Well, perched upon his throne, Wang addresses Dan. And you are Dan Barrister, and the wily little old man who escaped us is Dr. Fung, the sleuth. You see, my spies keep me well informed. Wang, you're mad. You're damn right. I was in the middle of taking a dump and you interrupted me. No, my fiery American, I'm not mad. One day I will be master of the world. Did you perhaps notice the expressionless faces on my men? They have been deprived of all soul and willpower. My will is substituted. They are but creatures with half minds. With such men, I will one day control the destinies of the world. Mine shall be the will of millions. Now, Mr. Barrister, you must explain why you dare to enter my oasis. Well, we got bored and took a walk. I mean, Wang, you're playing with fire. You will destroy yourself. I warn you. Release these men and restore them to normalcy. Whatever that is. Now I see. You were sent here by the English colonial police at Shanghai. My raids on food caravans have proved annoying to them. Unfortunately, you have failed. Molotai, seize the fool and kill him. I have other ideas about that, Wang. Dan's heavy service automatic thuds against the... They left his gun in his house. Well, they're without minds because stupid Wang took their brains away, or their minds, rather. So anyway, he thuds against the head of his assailant. The ugly creature drops in his track. Look, you have to call him an ugly creature. I mean, he's just a mind-controlled guy, poor bastard. Anywho, with a bound, Dan sprints through a nearby exit, which unfortunately leads into a court. Leaping behind a handy wall, Dan prepares for another guard. I wonder who it could be. It's Dr. Fung. Dan's arm goes up in readiness. Stop, Dan. It is I, your friend, Dr. Fung. Dr. Fung? How did you get in here? I thought you escaped. I did, Dan, and I followed those half-human soldiers. I've been doing some investigation on my own. We've got to work fast. That man's totally mad. Unless we destroy him, he'll do a lot of damage. That is exactly what we must do. I found out where he keeps his laboratory. He has many electrical attachments. If I can cause a short circuit, the whole thing will go up into flames. Well, okay, I guess that's Dan. I don't know. Where is his laboratory, Dr. Fung? In the tower. Come through this gateway. Is he laying on the ground? I don't know. Anywho. Meanwhile, Li Wang orders a search for Dan. Probably should have done that immediately, but, well. Report to me as soon as you capture him. I'll be in my laboratory. So now he's going back to the toilet. I don't know. Alone among his chemicals, Wang muses. A concentrated form of nitroglycerin. I've made it so powerful that it has twice the explosive capacity of any known substance. What is that commotion below? At the foot of the tower laboratory, Dr. Fung and Dan race for the cave entrance, closely pursued by Li Wang's monster men. You go up, Dr. Fung. I'll keep them off till you pull the switch. Once you pull the switch, the top part of the tower will burst into flame. That'll give you a chance to get out in time. I guess. Meanwhile, I'll hold off those monsters with my automatic. Dan, you are brave. If I don't come out 5 minutes after the explosion, go on alone. Good luck, Dr. Fung! In silent admiration, Dan watches the little old Oriental scuttle into the dark cave. Alone in his tower, unaware of what is going on, the power-mad Li Wang plots new terrors. Tonight, I shall try, I don't know, my death ray. Yeah, why not? I made it. Might as well put it to good use. Yeah. At midnight, the peaceful people of the little town of Tanglisan will notice a strange light beam coming from the oasis. Suddenly, when the beam touches the town's arsenal, an explosion will rock its very foundation. In a few minutes, the whole town will be in the ruins. Ha, 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 ha. Of course, then I won't be able to rule it or anything, because it'll be gone. Might need to rethink this. Below in the caverns, Dr. Fung runs with all his strength to a secret switch while Dan awaits Wang's men, pistol in hand. Poor old man probably dies of a heart attack before he gets to it anyway. Now's my chance to pose. Pretty cool, huh? Relentlessly, the monstrous creatures, who once were men, stagger toward Dan grimly. Facing them Facing them is the doughty American, his automatic blazing away. I hope Dr. Fung reaches that switch in time. Lord, there's hundreds of them coming at me. I can't hold out much longer. Ammunition is giving out. Gad, why doesn't he hurry? I only got so many bullets in my pocket. And step by step, Bannister is forced to retreat. His shots are fewer now, each carefully aimed so as not to waste precious lead. Well, anyway, while Li Wang is hiding behind two balls, somewhere inside the tower, Dr. Fung succeeds in finding the switchboard of Wang's electrical transformer. See, they're both bald, wearing blue thing. I can't tell. Okay. Well, he's got glasses on. Okay. Wang's electrical transformer. Quickly, he throws the switch and darts toward the opening of the caves where Dan awaits him. My laboratory, my plans for world conquest. Gone! Curse everyone! Yow! Weird screams. Okay. Weird screams fill the laboratory in the top of the tower as Wang, the madman who would destroy the world, sees his laboratory go up in flames with frenzied motions. He tries in vain to subdue the flames and just captures his bathrobe on fire and all. Anyway, from afar, Dr. Fung and Dan Bannister watch the destruction. It is unfortunate that this must be his end. His mind was one of the keenest I have ever known, but alas, twisted and leaned toward criminal ends. Yeah, just don't look at me so I can go. Once more the two walk through the oasis of Wang as they return to their caravan, turning their backs to the old city. The next morning, as the rising sun casts its bleak rays upon the desert, the charred remains of the oasis is grotesquely outlined against the streaky sky. Desert vultures circle hungrily over the smoldering embers. Rah, 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 barbecue! Oh boy! Rah, rah, rah. All signs of life have vanished, Doctor. Those poor creatures must have perished, like his dream of empire gone up in smoke. It was an unholy dream, and deserved to be destroyed. If you say so. I do. And he's got a red hat on now. Well, anyway, there you go. That's Dr. Fung and Dan. Apparently, they just wander around and stumble into stuff and blow it up. There you go. How about that? Well, what's next? Lieutenant Drake. All right, that'll be our next adventure next week on Mr. Nailsin's Sunday Comic.